Welcome back to the channel. I go by the name Chosen Spiritual. The saying is that if the devil can't get to you, he will send a covert narcissist. But the devil also has a secret weapon, which is the covert spiritual narcissist. So I drew it up. And the name of this video is called Eradicate, right? So basically we're just gonna pull the root up from these covenants right here. Covenants that was made with the devil, right? Our goal is to live a fruitful, righteous life. So we able to produce. As long as we at this vibration up here, then we able to do that because we're connected to the Most High, right? The issue is that a lot of us get stuck in a lukewarm position. Of course, I stayed there for years. Sometimes I'm still there. We're not perfect. You know, we're going to backslide. We're going to commit sins, but it's up to us to repent and get back on track. That's the goal. So the lukewarm stage, it's a dangerous place to be because, of course, you're a believer and you're trying to get over to the righteous side as much as possible. But at the same time, you're living in sin. So it's like you're almost serving two gods. But the danger in this is that you become a target because you still have some type of light inside of you. As you can see that this guy right here, you can see the blue, which represents the light. So he still have pure energy inside of him. But this also attract covens, dark covens that come from the devil, right? And a lot of these is ran by covert spiritual narcissists. They come as a group. As you can see, we got the warlock, we got the witch, we got another warlock, and then we got a witch. So it's a group of 4. This is a covenant that made a pact with the devil. As you can see, the entities are going inside these people right here, which is chained to the devil. So their goal is to pull energy. They need source. So they're going to pull and go for the lukewarm. They really want the guy up there, but he's too high. You know, he's sin free. He's living righteous. So they can't really pull from that position over there. They have to get the lukewarm where this person is still in sin. Since he's still in sin as being lukewarm, the devil still has access and control over this individual right here. So the goal for the covenant is to pull this individual down. They pretty much want to take him to hell, you know, with them, the covenant that they made. So they'll pull energy and try to manifest off of this individual because he's lukewarm. He still has energy. So you have to understand these covenants, they come as your family, your friends, your co-workers, your significant other. You have to understand that these individuals, when they sold to the devil, they only operate in about 20% of the actual vessel. So the 80% is ran by demons. So it's no peace for the wicked because they don't even run their own vessel, right? That's why they need to try to control your life because they don't even have control of their own life, right? So if they're only operating at 20% and the demons that's inside of them is operating at 80%, that means that they're working nonstop around the clock. There's no peace. It's no rest, right? Because the demons is coming in and out of it. So the whole point for them is to find somebody who's lukewarm, who's of the world, but still has some type of belief in them. Actually, this individual is trying to make a transition up. He's having a hard time because he's chained to that covenant, right? The name of this video is called Eradicate. We have to uproot these covenants, right? They're into witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, spell work, divination, remote viewing, astral projection, stalking, smear campaign, slander, lies, backbiting, identity theft, and they're hacking phones, hacking accounts, right? So these individuals that's ran by demons is operating in the sinful, low vibration nature. Their job is to find individuals who carry energy and who carry light. But you have to understand what you're dealing with, because a lot of these groups comes in couples. You know, a lot of them is married couples. You know, they find their victims that they want to pour energy from, and they will sit there and siphon energy as much as they can from this individual till they can draw them completely empty. As you can see that this individual is empty, their next goal is to take him to hell or her to hell. So these groups, they're all over. It's covenants, right? Occult practice is what they teach. You can't be deceived. You have to pick up on what's going on. See, I didn't even know that these covenant even exist. These groups, I always thought, you know, the secret society groups is on a higher level, but they're actually in your neighborhood right now, right? So they will gang stalk you. They will watch you. Energy is what they after. See, energy is currency to the kingdom of darkness. They can't manifest anything, right? So they study other people that carry the light. See, the demons inside of them know who God's children are. And that's who they want, right? So these couples right here, you know, some of them is married or they come as boyfriend and girlfriends, and they try to, you know, come inside your environments, and they're manipulative. Everything is a game. Everything is the slow kill, right? Understand, these people are on an agenda. They're chained to something that they can't get away from. So you have to be aware of what these individuals are doing, right? You will know them by their fruit. This is their fruit right here. So when they come around, backbiting, gossiping, slander, that's their fruit, right? If they're backbiting behind somebody else, it's just a matter of time that they're going to do it to you. They need an entry point. The devil always needs an entry point, so he's going to use vessels, right? So you have to be aware of what's going on. See, the devil runs the low vibration stage, right? If we of the world, then the Most High will separate himself from us. So now you're pretty much serving Satan. And Satan can do whatever he wants to with you until you come out of sin. I remember when I was going through the gang stalking stage, the witchcraft that was being done to me, the spiritual warfare that I had to endure. I remember the Most High telling me, you know, if you continue living in sin, then I can't protect you. Always point at my heart And I had a lot of unforgiveness in my heart. And so the way how he would minister to me was he would always tell me, don't stay in this certain position. Don't stay there. Forgive, right? And at the time, it was so hard for me to forgive because I was holding on grudges, because I was going through spiritual warfare, and I knew exactly who the people were that were doing it, right? But I had to keep forgiving these individuals so my vibration could rise. Once it rise to a certain point, then the interaction with these individuals, they couldn't reach me, right? They would try, but everything would backfire, right? But when I was in the lukewarm stage, yeah, they were able to do pretty much everything, right? The remote viewing, watching me, divination, game stalking, and I went through the smear campaign, the slander, the backbiting. They all play. See, these demons operate on a playbook. They all do the same thing. You to lower your vibration down. They get other people involved to attack you, to keep your vibration even lower. So when these new moon cycles come, they're doing rituals, right? Because they're trying to send entities to you so they can attach to you. So you will have all these demons around you attacking you, just so they can eventually destroy you, right? This is spiritual warfare. But they do it as a team. This is a coven. So we have to uproot these type of individuals, these groups, right? That target certain people. And the only way that we can do that is by giving ourselves completely over to the Most High and living a righteous life. Because once we live a righteous life, then the Most High, he blocks that connection between you and that covenant. See, they can't reach that guy over there. But if you live in lukewarm, they can reach you all day, right? Because you're living in sin. There's no fruit down here. You can plant a seed down here and it will not grow because the devil will attack it. See, the devil is against progress, right? He don't want you to progress in life. He wants you down here, chained to him in that covenant right there. So you have to make a decision, and it's hard. I went through it. I went through it 4 to 5 years. And sometimes I still, when I backslide and go back to the world, the attacks come right back, So I have to make sure that I live a fruitful and try to live righteous as much as possible. If you do backslide, just repent. And you get to the point where you will feel conflicted about certain things, and then you will go to the Most High and repent and say, my fault. I know better, and I apologize for what I have done. And you just move on. He knows that we're not perfect. He understands that. We're living in flesh, right? The flesh is the sin. The flesh is where our desire come in at, right? And I said it before, the biggest battle that you ever going to fight is your flesh. Because your spirit wants to go up, but your flesh want to take you back down here. You come back down here, that covenant is going to take you to hell, right? See, they're already chained. So you're dealing with unhealed individuals right here, right? Their God is the devil. But they need energy. So they're going to pull from the lukewarm. And a lot of us is in this stage right here. This is the hardest stage right here, is the lukewarm. Because you have to come out the world and go into the spirit. Down here is nothing but pain and misery. Right? That's why that covenant down there, they operate low, in a real low vibration stage. Right? The goal is to get to the point where your vibration is high, where you can plant your seed up here and everything can grow from that aspect of your life. So the name of this video is called Eradicate. We have to uproot these covenants right here, right? Once you go into the spirit, then they have nothing to connect to. They eventually just die out. They're already connected to each other. You know, the entities is running through the witch and the warlock. They have nothing to connect to. Once you disconnect, cut that chain, and you go fully into the spirit, then they just die away, right? They don't hold any value. These are Satan's children. The demons has taken over these people vessels, right? Like I said before, they only operate about 20% of their vessel. The other 80% is ran by demons. So that's where you get the copycat, right? Because the demon is trying to take on anybody persona that they come across. So if this warlock right here got 5 friends around him, he's going to take on one person characteristic. He's going to take on one person trait. He's going to take on one person style, one person mannerism. It's like a Build-A-Bear, right? They have to take from other people to try to build themselves up so they can blend in with everybody else so they can look normal. But their whole goal is to steal, kill, and destroy, right? They come in with a mask. But see, a demon can only hold a mask up for only so long. Then once it starts to slip, hopefully you catch on to it so you can make your escape. Because if not, that mask slip and that narc know that you know who he is behind that mask. This is what he's going to serve you. The witchcraft, the sorcery, the black magic, the spell work, divination, remote viewing, astral projecting, gang stalking, smear campaign, lies. You're going to go through this whole list and more. And then you're going to have to deal with the group that he's associated with too, right? A lot of us, the secret society groups, the Freemasons, those type of groups that you have to deal with. So now you're fighting a spiritual battle, spiritual warfare. And a lot of people don't make it out, you know, especially if you got somebody astral projecting in your dreams every night, harassing you. And if you don't know the Most High, how can you protect yourself? Who's there to protect you? So this is the video that I want to come through is Eradicate, right? Uprooting these covenants. Once you hide in the spirit, you will be able to see with your spiritual eye. So you can peep things out before they even come towards you. You will see these type of people a mile away. You will be able to feel their energy before they even approach you. You already know what they are. But if you lukewarm, then your spiritual eye could be blocked. And these people can hook on to you and take your life. God bless you.